just kidding.
Do you know what?
Love that energy.
Yeah, I do as well, man. Do it again. Go on. Give us a hi.
I'm having chest pain, so I don't really want to.
Give us a hi, Miles.
Push.
Go on.
Hello.
Tom?
Hi.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
How
I
are
normally
we?
do that to pick up the energy because it's a bit thingy, but it's good vibes. Do you know what? Let's stop fucking about. Let's go straight into a section.
Okay, which one?
Well, Chaz isn't here.
Yeah, there's
Just-
four out of 5.
Yeah.
4 stars out of... yeah, Charles isn't here. So go on, hit her, giving up the toast.
There is 4 stars out of 5 on this sofa.
Thank you.
Ah!
Curveball. I'll let you take this joke because it was your idea.
Fresh pappardelle, the flowers. Fresh pappardelle.
I see a lot of wheel seeping out of the bag.
My local corner shop.
Hell yeah, man.
Go local. Is it a go local?
It's a go. I think so.
It's next to the
It's a foot. Nah.
Yeah, we won't tell
It's a
people.
fucking mint shop.
An undisclosed pub.
Undisclosed
It's next
location.
to a pub.
I'm fucking Bramall Lane. It's that point. It's fine. No one fucking. It's not. No one's going.
Find Joe there every Friday at 5 p.m.
Exactly. No one's going to know where I live. Are they? From
You
the
just
shop?
wanted to say you know on Bramall Lane. You fucking cunt.
But anyway, fucking. She makes samosas.
I've heard
Do you
of
know what?
this.
I've never had one, but
or
my
him.
dad is always in there.
Fuck me.
I remember you telling me your dad gets
They're
them.
unreal. So anyway, I got 3.
Well, just put gum in, but
And the veggie miles.
Thank you.
So I thought it was good to actually.
Include me.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
yeah,
it's
so
all right. Do you know what I mean?
wow.
So what? They want there a delivery driver in there
hell.
today, Joe
He's a delivery
saying.
driver in there today, and even before he came in all the gear, he had some parcels from it. Are the samosas on? They went, yeah. He went, thank God.
Doesn't my
Thank
man's
God.
wife make them?
I
Yeah.
think it's his wife, yeah.
So this is like a go local, and
Thanks, mate.
they also sell their own
Wow, still warm.
fresh.
Yeah. Tom,
Like,
I don't
vibe.
Of it.
They're not going to burn, are they? Are they that hot?
Nah,
Is it?
they're not that hot. It's like lukewarm.
Pretty decent portion this.
Go on, dive in. I'll have a bite of someone's later. They've got a little kick to them. They're unbelievable, though. They're so nice.
Wow.
Proper.
Wow. You
Delicious.
know what? You know what? You can tell that these are made with passion.
You
and
have
love.
to have passion.
But it is, though, isn't it?
And I thought it's good, it takes it away from
Lovely.
our Italian vibe. which-
Cumin.
Gram masala.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gram masala up that.
Wow. I'm getting the kick now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice.
That's good. Though.
That is good.
Good, that, innit?
So fresh.
Very potato-y.
No one's getting this back.
Yeah, have that. I'm trying to finish it.
Please. That's amazing. We need to find out their names.
How good are they?
I would like to personally thank them.
Actually, you know what? Someone sent us an email, and I didn't print it out, but they said, when you're doing giving up the toast, can you stop eating down the mic?
Yeah, it's disgusting, probably.
You imagine we got AirPods and you're just hearing like horrible, grotesque
So I'm really sorry.
sounds.
Okay,
Well, that was good.
so
Thanks.
that was good. What's everyone been up to?
Yeah, I rate it.
Best samosa I've ever had.
That's a
Yeah,
fucking
it's really
10 out of
good.
10 for me.
8 or 9, that
Yeah,
easy.
yeah.
Easy.
I like the kick. I like spice, me. Me and you like a bit of spice, don't we, Miles?
That's great.
Have we shouted out Sultan's Palace in Liverpool yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're getting another one there.
This weekend,
What have you done, Josh?
I went to I went to this place in Knutsford. So is it called Tabley House or something? And they do like a sort of like a amateur horse racing thing, and I'd never been to anything like that. And yeah, I did that. Proper, like, you know, they've got like deep fried donuts and like
Class.
bacon bars.
Fair
and stuff.
vibes.
Proper fair vibes. But they had booze there as well, which is good.
Boss.
Not in a dark way. I just mean like you could have a nice drink in the sun.
Yeah.
That was a fucking
that was-
brilliant samosa, that.
How good's that?
That was fucking nice. Sorry.
It's all right.
But now you know. You know what I mean? You're close as well.
Go local.
It's local.
Horse.
Well, yeah. Then went back to played some cornhole with Steen and Jord.
What's cornhole?
Nice.
You know, it's like a plywood board with a hole in it, and you throw a
Spoke about this the
beanbag
other
in
day.
it.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was my weekend.
Cornhole.
It was very nice.
Me
Nice,
and
it's been a
Tom
nice sunny weekend for
Went
hasn't
to the football, watched Man City win the league.
fucking
which was
great again.
Congratulations.
Fantastic.
Unbelievable. I love it. You know
4
what I
in a
mean?
row.
4 in a row is fucking mad. Fucking love City.
I just expect it at this point.
Love that team.
As someone
Fucking
who
mint.
doesn't know football but only knows
It is a bit mad.
Hughes going, it's just like City just winning everything.
Oh, it's
So
fucking,
it's like-
it's fucking mint. I love it so much.
It's like, you know when you watch a film and you know the good guys are going to win?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Do you know
I'm
what,
not
though?
saying that they're good guys. I'm just saying that.
It's getting closer. Do you know what I mean? It's good. The seasons are good. Do you know what I mean? They're really close. It's gone down to the last day. Do you know what I mean? So it's
Yeah, it's gone to the wire.
gone to the. It's really, really good.
Who was second?
Arsenal.
Are they good?
Me
Yeah,
and Joe
really good.
got on the telly by accident. This was quite
Yeah,
funny.
we did. Yeah, actually.
I got a few texts
It's fucking accident.
during the game. So we kindly get invited to a box with some friend. Like we met some great people at City over the years, and they've invited us there. And sometimes they have some of like the players or the ex-players in the box. There's a player called Calvin Phillips, he played for City, but he also played for West Ham a bit this season.
Yeah.
So he couldn't play for any teams yesterday because he'd played for both of us.
So he was in the box.
So he was in the box. Obviously,
Interviewed.
they filmed. No. When the game was on, the cameras cut to him.
Oh, it just right, yeah.
And me and Joe had just sat in front of him.
Chilling.
Just, yeah, you know, when you're like, fuck's sake.
He's a lovely guy.
He was, but that was funny. You
Nice.
saw Phil Foden in Smiths. Should we talk about that? That's quite funny.
I don't know, because the thing is, yous have met him and yous. If they saw you, they clock on to you. They don't know who the fuck I am. He doesn't know who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
So I saw him in there and I was like,
Should we give it? Because people might not be aware what Smiths is.
no, but it's just where Toys R Us used to be.
And it's still a toy
I
shop.
was in there getting Emily's brother's they've just had a baby. So went in, got him. My throat's got something in it.
Cumin.
There was no,
That'll be
there's
the
no
clip.
easy way. There's no easy way of doing
That'll
it.
be the fucking clip on it. It's just going to be that.
Yeah. Went to Smith's, got a few bits, and I just saw him in there, and I didn't let on because he don't know me. He knows obviously. He'll know that people know him, and he was just dead sound, just chilling, getting some bits.
Love that.
And
Signing
that's it.
footballs, wasn't he?
Down
So he
to
signed a
earth
football.
lad.
When you go in, there's plenty in there, isn't there? Do you know what I mean? He's not going to be signing a bike, so it was good.
Do you know what?
I was playing Honey Sweet on one of the little kids' pianos at one point.
Was you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Look,
Stockport masterclass.
Yeah.
Foden's doing kick-ups. Miles is playing on the
I'm there playing like really bad.
Come on the Stockport tour to the Peel Centre.
Yeah. So it was all right.
Yeah.
But,
So, Miles, what
fuck
did you go up to?
This weekend has been sunny.
How's?
I've been in the
sunbathing?
sun because it's been nice. Had a bit of a chilled one.
Do you know what, I was sunbathing
Where-
the other day in my undies. Do you know what, I did that thing where I always go over the top because it's good weather.
Did you wear cream?
Now I didn't actually. But,
No, well, fucking.
but now I'm over
cream on it.
30.
Mm.
I buzz when it's warm weather because I can just smash a load of washing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like that's when
I
you,
did that.
when you know you're in your 30s.
Oh, it's good. It's good washing line weather.
Oh, you're just buzzing, aren't you? You're like getting.
It's like a cheat code,
and
isn't
I was
it?
like, I'm emptying the basket. So I did like loads of like.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I was like, I'm
that
just going. I'm
basket.
going.
Chores.
You know when you say you empty the basket, I was going to ask you this yesterday. Do you not empty the basket every single time you do a wash?
Nah.
I do.
My basket's got too much in for a full
Are you
wash.
splitting your?
Yeah. So I'll go
I
black,
still split.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
colours,
Yeah.
whites, but I do all of it.
Yeah, but sometimes you
And
can't.
you got two washing
sometimes-
machines.
No, one washing machine.
but
You've got a dryer though, haven't you?
Yeah.
Nah,
But
there we go.
But I just hang the ones
see,
out.
I don't dry my clothes at all.
You don't what, sorry?
Have you got a
Put my
dryer?
clothes- yeah,
I don't have a
put my clothes
dryer.
in the dryer.
No.
I'm scared
Yeah,
of
but
the
I do like
I
the
put,
winter
like,
and
my towels
shit.
and stuff.
I
in
stick
there.
them on
But
one
no,
of
but
those
you
heated
can't-
maidens.
You can't just like. Do you know what I mean? Like for example, the other day it was all right because they're off, but normally I'm not off. Like I put a wash on this morning. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Normally,
yeah.
you know, can't sit there. Can
No,
you?
yeah,
Like,
I know what you mean. I won't do it all in one day, say. But
That's
I'll
what
do
I
it
mean.
over 2 days.
yeah, of
There
course.
were
yeah, but,
things
like,
in the bottom of
it's
my
cozy.
basket that have been there for a while.
Right, see,
Really?
this is interesting
Mould.
to me.
No, it's probably like, like a pyjama bottoms.
You see,
And I'm like, I don't actually care about that, but I'll leave it
do you
there for
split your
later.
washing though? Do you
Yeah,
split it
yeah.
in colours and?
You have to. Or
Everyone does, don't they?
Well, the other. No,
Some people don't.
Some people don't.
I'm not too precious over it unless there's stuff in there that I know might spoil.
Well, I mean,
I
that,
just
that,
do- I
that
do-
used to be white, didn't it, that you're wearing now? Oh, shit. Sorry.
Cheap. But well, stuff that's like had enough washes where it's not going to knacker other things. What?
I'm just laughing at this is the chat, but I like
it's
it. It's
shit,
good.
innit?
It's good.
This is. Yeah, I do it. I'm
So what
like,
would you mix then? Like
Well, say like
colours and blacks?
I do
like-
colours, blacks and whites. I do 3.
Yeah,
like
I do.
Whites,
But I'm saying what do you
whites on their
mix?
own because then you can put that like vanish stuff in
the
there
oxy, the anti-oxy stuff.
to keep it like super white. But like, say, like I've got like fucking millions of t-shirts that I've just collected over the years, and they all go in the same fucking thing, and some of them are like multicolored. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like, it's a t-shirt that's seldom seen to the naked eye. I always wear something over it.
I've shrank so many things.
See,
Have you? You see, this is what
Yeah,
gives
like
me,
Katie's fuming over the years.
This-
I've
this
learned
is
the
what
hard way.
I've never
gives-
shrunk anything.
This is what gives me anxiety with how you
Depends
just say
on
you
what
you'd get everything done in a day.
Not anymore.
Okay, yeah, it's
I've
a labour
learned-
of love.
Is the shrinking from the drying or the washing?
The shrinking, he's putting something in there that shouldn't be washed.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
It
if
needs
you've
to
got
be hand
nice,
washed.
it needs to be hand washed.
I've done that-
I'd
I've done that
argue
with-
that's
yeah.
Katie's fault for putting it in the basket.
Well, I've had this chat before. I've said,
Yeah, do you not want to get in trouble?
Have you got two
Katie don't
baskets?
fucking listen to the podcast. Say it now, Tom. Go on. Say it with pride.
get it out.
If you need an attorney, just let us know.
Yeah, I'll hit
Only
you up.
'cause my mum used to do
No,
this.
we make a hand wash pile now.
Yeah.
But I've said now, since I've shrunk a few things,
Yeah, don't put it in the basket.
do you know what, because she don't listen to it, I'll say this is funny. And someone will tell her. There's a few things that I've shrunk that I've just put on my side of the wardrobe.
Oh, to hide
I'm
them.
not told her. But this will get back to her now because
hiding washing.
someone who listens to the
They're
podcast,
going to report
there's
back.
2 things that I've shrunk and she doesn't know. It's been about 6 months.
6 months.
I feel like I'm an AA or something.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing with us.
Tom's secretly
Shrink.
Tom's secretly
No,
shrink.
let's not make this a thing.
Oh,
I've not
fucking
done it
Christ.
since though, because you do learn the hat. You come out, you pull it out, and you're like, it looks like a child's clothes. that.
Yeah, oh no.
But yeah, in the sun, it's great to dry your clothes, and it smells better, doesn't it, when it's
It's just
freshly
nice.
washed?
Do you know what as well? That buzz off. As soon as it's the first thing I do when it's that good weather. Before I do the clothes, I do the bedding.
Yeah,
fresh
oh, the
sheets.
bedding
Get the
is
bedding out there.
easy.
Fresh
out there.
sheets.
Do you know what? I'm gonna be a bit big-headed here. I've done well for myself. I've got a super king bed.
I've got a Super King bed,
We've
but
all done well for ourselves in this. But
I've been a bit
massive.
more stingy on the bedding. You know, when you ever see a nice bit of bedding, I'm
Oh,
like,
I'm
I'm
not
like, it's a bit expensive. Like,
we've
Makes
gone in.
different.
I
The
spent-
bed I've got now is so comfy.
Yeah, I spent.
What bed do you have?
So
What
Here we
bed
go.
do you have?
right,
What size are you on?
we've
Super
just
King.
got a Super King
It's
now,
fucking good, isn't it?
but the one we had before that was like, is it just King before that?
Yeah, I think so.
We had a king size, and it was Boss. Katie had it before we got together, and it was so comfy. And she's like, I just got it from this place in like Failsworth, you know, like a mad outlet.
Oh,
so
yeah.
obviously it's now 8 years later.
Talk about a mattress here.
A
by the way.
mattress, sorry.
Yeah.
So then it was like 8 years later now, and we were like, we want to get a Super King because
Actually, you know what? Fucking hit the jingle. It's not hard, is it?
what is it? Oh yeah, hit the jingle.
Well done. Thank you.
So yeah, we were like, let's get a new mattress. We've been threatening to get the
Upgrade.
Super King for a while. Katie had seen the base for the Super King. We actually got the base for the Super King before we had the mattress. So we had a king size
Dawson's.
sat on a Super King
Sorry.
for a while. So we're like, we need to find the mattress. Anyway, recently we've been going to these. Did I talk about the vintage fairs we've been
Yeah,
going
I
to?
think
Did
so,
I talk
yeah.
about it on the podcast?
Yeah.
so,
We
yeah.
touched upon it.
Anyway, these like vintage fairs that are like in the UK.
You want to do up the gaff, don't you?
Yeah, we're doing up the gaff, but we're after like nice vintage pieces.
Is this a pre-owned mattress?
No,
No.
this is not
Oh.
related. Well, it is related, but I'll get onto it. I'll try and do it fast, so I'm
The
not
bed
boring anyone.
frame that you found.
No, the bed frame we got anyway online. I
Oh,
think it was
okay.
Zara
So
Home.
their old mattress has been sat on the Super King bed frame for a while.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Yeah, but the reason why, basically, we hired a van to go to Newark to this vintage fair, right? So we get up dead early, we drive over there like 5:30 in the morning and go to this vintage fair, and you walk round, and basically the people who have like Boss vintage shops and stuff will go there to get the stock, but obviously you're going to like the supplier, so you
Yeah,
get great
yeah.
deals for like vintage. We were after a sofa, to be fair, but we didn't find one. We got a few lights and stuff, blah blah blah. So we're driving home, but we've obviously hired a big van.
Mhm.
So we were like on the
Right.
outskirts of like Oldham and shit, like coming back towards town. And Kate was like, I wonder if the place in Failsworth has got any mattresses because we've got the van and we had space in it because we didn't
Two
fill
birds,
it up.
one stone.
So we bell this place. Well, we're belling round because she couldn't remember which one it was because there's a few mad, like, they're always like mad places, aren't they? Like mattress shops. Are you on that?
Yeah.
So we rang a few, like,
Fire
nah,
hazard.
you've got to order in Super Kings, mate. You can't just get Super Kings over the counter. So we're like, oh, fuck's sake. Last place we ring, I can't remember the name, so I wish I could to shout them out. We've got one on show. I hope you don't mind. It's a show one, a Super King. We're like, we don't give a fuck. We drove there. It was bang on, really comfy. Get it in the van.
How much was it?
It's not hard, is it?
Wow.
It was cheap.
It was fucking cheap.
Because it's ex-display, people don't want it because people have been in there
Yeah.
lying on it, but you lie on there for like 2 seconds, don't you?
Covers on it anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, it's not hard, is it?
And then
No,
not just
but
not,
but
it's
it's
not,
really, really comfy.
not just that.
It's physically not hard.
Then he rang the removal man himself, Joe Donovan.
Yeah, Joe helped me get it upstairs.
Fuck me.
Oh, getting a Super King upstairs is hard.
Well,
Was
it roll?
It wasn't
No,
rolled.
no, no.
It wasn't rolled.
Exactly, it wasn't rolled.
This is what I had to do. My hands were bleeding and shit. I won't go into that.
Honestly, me and Tom were like,
We had it like bent, trying to
You
get it
needed
up, hoping our springs don't
your
go.
dad would have done it when he fit some up the stairs. Before I reckon. Well, you got there in the end.
I got it. Tom was like, you were like, you need to be here.
Yeah.
That's how Tom said it. He rang me up and went, you need to be here for me. He was like, I'm not
You
even
have to
trying
like
it.
bend it, don't you?
Yeah.
Like,
We got it up though.
Yeah, it was good.
Got it up, no drama at all.
yeah.
It was really, really comfy. So yeah, there you go.
Nice. Super Kings are good.
Game change, especially when you got a dog. Like our dog sleeps on the bed.
Well,
Yeah,
this
that's
is what I was
why,
going to say.
yeah.
Do you know what
So
the
we
bedding
got
of
one
it
as
is so fucking big, innit? And that's when you can throw it over a line. Oh god, so trying to.
I need some new bedding.
Do you know what does it?
Has anyone-
Habitat.
Habitat are good.
Habitat in Sainsbury's. They've got the Super King bedding. It's a good
I just
price.
always put it off. I've
Linen.
got bedding, obviously. It's not the same bedding that I'm always on.
Toy Story bedding. Or
I'd rep some Toy Story bedding, but they won't do
Has
it with
anyone
Super
made
King.
the mistake of when you're washing bedding to not button or zip whatever you've got the bottom bit up?
Oh, I never do that. Oh, and loads of shit goes in
No, but
it.
then it goes in it.
Yeah, you have to
Like
pull it all out.
you like
lose your
pillows
stuff.
You
and
have
the
to pull it all
bottom
out.
sheet goes
Yeah.
inside the big thing, and then it doesn't wash or dry
Yeah.
properly.
Mm.
So I always button it up before I put it in now.
Oh,
Just
wow.
a tip. Do you do that?
no, I don't actually know.
Have you never
Washing
had the
tips
problem
with
where it
Tom
gets like
Ogden.
No,
mine
I have
always
all
gets
the
like
time. I've just,
wrangled in itself.
I've got a bit of a weird technique of putting it inside the drum anyway.
Or do you like fold it and
yeah,
shit?
I'm a weirdo.
But yeah, anyone else out there might have the same issue, just button it up before you put it
There you
in.
go.
do you know what's interesting? Your mattress discount because it's X display. Think about a hotel mattress. How many people have been on that? Do you know what I mean?
No,
Yeah.
asked, are you? Just get on it.
So
This
Mattress.
is. I
Mattress,
thought this week we
washing.
could talk about some other little bits. Hobbies. Hobbies have got outside the band, and also hobbies that obviously
hobbies.
our hobby turns into our job.
Yeah.
Outside the band, hobbies important, not important.
I think they're very, very important to have something, like I said, because our hobby became a career,
Mm-hmm.
but then that's something that, like, you don't, like, I even said this morning, I was waiting for Miles because we carpooled in together, and I was looking at my guitar. I've just got like a shitty little like classical guitar because I just like them to play at home. I was like,
I was
Like,
discussing this
I've
something
not-
yesterday.
I've not played. I feel like I've not played for fucking ages
Yeah.
because it's like it's not a hobby, is it, anymore?
No.
Do you
But
remember
like-
do you remember learning tunes in like school? And it's like I've learned a tune, and it's like fucking hell.
But I still feel like
Still-
that now, though. When I learn,
Still,
when I
I still
learn,
do it now.
learn
But
something that isn't for us.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit! I've like it's an achievement, you know.
Yeah.
You feel like you've improved a skill, but it's like, again, it's not. It's hard to separate it as a hobby.
Well, I think it's weird because you don't want to keep doing it so much that when you do it like touring and stuff like that, you don't want it to be like, oh,
You don't want to lose
you know,
the passion for it.
Like you still, I personally, I buzz off playing drums with yous. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that passion's there. I think if you tanned it so much, I could see why people are a bit like you see sometimes football players, don't you? Do you know what I mean? Where they play so much football that they just get a bit like, I'm fucking done with football. Do you know what I mean? Some people just like don't like. Some players don't even watch football, do they, or anything like that?
Yeah, but it
Where some
depends.
people
who you
live and
listen-
breathe it.
Yeah, it depends who you are, doesn't it? I
Yeah, it's
suppose?
interesting though, isn't it? It's interesting, like when your hobby becomes like your job
Yeah.
per se.
what's your hobby, Joe?
Fucking hell. I've got
For you?
severe ADHD, and my hobbies are whatever I'm into
Forever
that week.
changing.
Yeah, I've got like a garage.
You've got
full-
some core ones you've done
I've
for
got some
years
core
now.
ones, yeah.
Climbing,
I love rock climbing.
walking.
Climbing and
hiking.
walking.
Oh, do you know what? My biggest one is more. I love nature, don't I? I love being outside. So anything sort of outside
Great
is
outdoors.
thingy. But climbing, I'd say, is my more than hiking. Climbing's like the one that I do like religiously week in,
Yeah.
week out. I've only done it for like 2 years, but I absolutely love it. I've taken you, Anna.
On tour once.
I've taken you to undertaking you before.
Fell.
It was funny that to be
I'm
fair.
not doing it. I don't like it. I thought I'd like it, but I don't like it.
You would. You just didn't like it that day.
I fell. I don't like my confidence being knocked. Do you know what I mean? If I do something and I
You've got
get
to
it
bounce
wrong,
back though, Miles. You can't
Yeah.
let one.
Well,
I literally
bad-
fucking did. Fucking straight off the mat.
What about you've got a new hobby, haven't you?
I just like doing a bit of running, but it's more so inside.
Whoa, it's fucking not
No,
a
we
bit.
should talk about that because
No,
it's quite
you're-
impressive.
you're-
I don't really want to. I don't like Do you know what I mean? It's good. I like, dude. The thing is about running, what I like is I've always liked being outside in the sun.
Yeah.
And I've found that it's like sunbathing, but you're moving.
What did you said something to me the other day? It was really funny. You said running's just waiting while you run.
Yeah.
Waiting while you run.
No, because you were like, you could do a marathon. It's like, I'm not there. And I was like, maybe
waiting while you run.
That's what he said to me.
No. I'm not phrase it differently.
Existence.
No. Because when you do more distance, you're just waiting, aren't you? But you're running. That's what it's at. Say if you're doing like
Can't
a
process
certain
that.
amount. Well, no,
You're waiting to finish it, you mean?
yeah.
But you run-
Well, for me, I don't find running that difficult. Because
Yeah,
you stay at a steady
get the
pace.
Life's waiting to die.
Yeah, no, and I'm just like, when you're running, you're putting some tunes on. You're just like, you're not actually thinking about where your foot's going.
You got a fucking great pace the other day.
Yeah, well, you know, it's
26
just
minutes, 5K.
we don't need to be, you know. It's
that's
I know,
that's
but I don't like.
that's a really good achievement, man.
I'm not asked. I can do
No,
better.
you're not. But it's really, that's like something to. That's like it's hard.
I'm not one to brag.
No, but it's not
No,
just.
it's bragging.
I don't think it's bragging.
I don't need to put it into the world. Do you know what I mean?
Like running, because people think running is like just running, or it's not skill or not fit. Well, some people.
Sun on the
obviously-
face, tunes on. Do you know what's nice? I've started running around the areas I grew up, putting the tunes on that I listen to.
Wow,
And it's
nice.
like a nostalgia
Nostalgic.
thing. So I'm watching
Yeah.
a movie in my mind whilst running.
nice.
So, yeah, it's good. I like that. I like playing games.
Yes,
Video
you're
games,
Gaming,
good.
I forgot about that.
Gaming. Recently acquired the Meta Quest 3, which is a brilliant piece of technology. Portable cinema, games room. You can put it on your edge or anywhere. It's good. Enjoy that.
Could you run in that?
Nah. I've got those little VR glasses that I could run in.
Imagine running in the headset on a treadmill.
Yeah,
Like,
I'd try that.
I wonder if there's going to be a game.
bet
like
no,
that.
there is.
There is. You can get
Mario Kart.
Run through Academy 3.
We can put you.
You've got those games where you're on a treadmill and it's like 360
Yeah, I've seen that.
and you can run in and it runs you in the game. But
Oh
that's cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I find myself like getting games on offer and then never installing them and playing them.
You're you like a bit of a game.
I bought the PS5 last year on quite a heavy hangover.
Nice.
I
Nice.
just took myself to Argos and got one. And because I hadn't had a console for I'd say about 4 or 5 years. And you'd been saying for fucking ages.
Get a PS4. No, it was get a PS4, man. And it moved to PS5.
Get a PS5, man. I was like, nah, I can't be
You're
arsed.
so like year 9 with your choices. Like it's proper like nostalgia, like COD,
Well, I play-
GTA.
I honestly only I've got a few games installed and like some like modern day games, but I just play Call of Duty World War II online. I play one specific game mode, and I'm really, really good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
That doesn't surprise me, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Sniping. Always sniping.
You smash FIFA, don't you? And you always say you don't, but you do.
Honestly, you can go on my PS5 thing. I've not been on it for like over a month. No, I've not. Go on
You
it.
not? I don't. Yeah.
You know, you can go on. You can
Up.
see, can't you, when people last logged in? That honestly, I don't.
Oh, I hide my status.
Oh,
For
see, I
sure.
don't know how to do all that. But I've not. Honestly, I've not been in it for like a month. I love it though.
You're good at it though, aren't you?
I was. I got
You
to
got to
fallen
the
out of
top
it.
division.
and then won the top
yeah,
division.
that's-
Yeah, see what I mean? That's
good.
fucking good, that.
But there's little times, didn't they? Like that was over COVID when. Do you know what I mean? You weren't doing anything in that. But I love it.
I can't play FIFA.
I fucking love. Do you know when we're on
I
tour?
can't. I'm shite
And
at
like
that.
you're driving through, and you've got like a big drive, and you're going from like you just sat on a tour bus.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I can't do the motion of like the motion of moving and then the movement of the game. It makes me feel bilious.
I get that with
Motion
like
sickness.
I
Yeah.
get that with like Call of Duty or something, but FIFA's a bit more, especially like me and you play, Tom.
Yeah.
It's cozy, innit?
Hobbies.
What about what's your you
You like cooking, don't you?
Cooking, I'm trying to think. It's probably,
You have another one.
proper
You
cook. You love
probably
cooking.
just cooking.
cooking,
Football crazy.
Nothing else.
Chocolate man.
Can you still have
No,
football
actually,
as a hobby?
Tom's got a new hobby.
Oh.
History.
Well, no. I feel like I'm getting more into history.
Very Ewan.
Yeah.
Is that who inspired
Ancient
you?
history.
Do you know what, actually? Because I bumped into you and Valentino's. Because you were on the table behind us. I'm sure I could hear you talking about Romans at
Oh,
one
he was.
point.
I was asking him. I was like,
Are you
just
getting
quizzing
into
him.
it? It is
I
interesting.
like
isn't it?
churches as well. We discussed that.
Churches are
Old
no,
churches.
I like churches.
Very Lloyd Griffith.
Yeah, I just end up Googling. I'm like, that looks fucking old, that.
I love that.
And then I find, and it's like 13 something, and I'm like, wow. And then I end up reading about the oldest ones in the country and
It's
stuff.
fascinating, isn't it?
Wikipedia. That's probably my hobby. Wikipedia.
Rabbit
love
holes
it,
on
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
Oh.
Yeah,
You
and
need to-
cooking. I'm trying to think what else.
You need to go to Bramhall
Probably
Hall.
about it.
Do you like museums?
Not really.
It's a different vibe though. That
Did I say last time I went
I
quiet?
like going out for tea. Is that a hobby? It's not really a hobby, is it?
yeah, well,
Oh, no, it is.
It's a passion, isn't it? Eating.
down
Yeah.
meal.
I guess it's just food, isn't it? You like you're becoming a foodie.
It's
Yeah.
not that much, is there really?
Oh,
To like, or is
I
there?
went to Tawny Stores the other day.
Boss.
Big shout
out.
So nice.
Great, innit?
Just had a
I need to
delicious
go there
lunch.
actually this week, maybe.
We had like obviously the menus.
Coffee's
Bit of a
nice. as well.
change and coffee's great. Had like
Yeah.
had
Big
this-
up Tawny Stores is in Marple.
Yeah,
Beth's opened
Port
it.
Green by the canal. Beautiful.
Great.
You know what I
Yeah.
find interesting? I remember when me and my mate, I think it was me and Liam Ely, I can't remember, there was a couple of us, we went out, we were 17 or 18, we were like, let's do something that doesn't contain getting pissed.
Yeah.
And we struggled. Couldn't find anything. We went to, no, it's me and Jordan. We started playing pool at the cinema, sober, because we couldn't think of anything else to do.
I mean,
then we went,
that
then we went,
sounds like
then we
your
went to a
thing, I was
snooker
gonna say.
hall. But I was like, why don't we could have done anything. There's so much to do in the world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but now
like,
you don't drink.
At
now it's easy.
18, yeah, well, no, but that's what I mean. It's like
18's a weird age, though, isn't
No,
it?
it is, though,
kid,
isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Different
I don't
setup,
know,
innit?
like there's so
Do you
like
know
the world nature. Do
In
you know
other
what I mean?
news, album mixers.
Yeah.
We've got back the album mixers,
It's
and I thought,
technically done. Apart
made
from
me
the
think-
mastering.
you know, I like this little section that I've just made up where we talk about industry stuff or music industry things.
Okay.
And I thought, I wonder
They're
if
turning up in just over 15 minutes, by the way.
Oh, sound.
Just so we know.
That's all right. But yeah, I thought it's interesting that people might not understand what we're talking about, like mixes, like what's that compared to the songs. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
I
so
thought
let's
it'd be good
talk
to
about that then quickly, and then we'll do some fan
Go on,
questions.
Tom.
Do you want to say something
Yeah,
first?
yeah.
Josh?
I was just going to say. I think from the outside looking in, so my girlfriend said, like, she was like, so she's been around all these tunes
Yeah.
since they've been written and whatever and recorded. She's like, she never realised how long it takes. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
actually a lengthy ass process.
Yeah.
to,
That's the bit that I don't particularly enjoy if we're talking about it. Like, I think after this album experience, going forward, I would like to make the process faster in terms of turnaround. You know, in terms of
less pernickety.
writing it and then recording it, mixing it. I'd like to do just like a fucking hell. You've written, recorded it, and mixed it
Old
within
school.
like 6 months, maybe even faster. But that's for another conversation. You know, because this has been like years in the making.
Give it a
in
couple
a
of
way.
years.
But yeah, mixing is, so we record a song, don't we,
Yeah.
in a studio, say with let's say with James Skelly and Chris Taylor, who's the engineer in the studio. Once you've recorded it, you do what's called a monitor mix, which is kind of like,
Well, I was trying to explain to everyone. I was just talking about a couple of side note, and I kept saying money mix to them, and they were like, "What's a money mix?"
Oh, because the
And it's just,
abbreviation.
a monitor mix. But then
Yeah.
it's like people don't know what that is. It's
So
just like a
basically,
draft
it's
mix, isn't it?
it's like a draft mix from when you've been in the room and you've been mixing it as you go in, really putting stuff on.
With that, I think we need to maybe explain a mix. Some
People understand what mix is, don't
Well, I
they?
don't know, do they? A mix basically the level of each instrument that's going
People
in
know
there.
how record. I mean, it depends who's
That's what I mean.
listening.
You don't really. That's what I mean. There's going to be
A
levels. Some people
multi-track.
go,
Oh,
yeah, I know. What I mean.
maybe
Some people
people-
go, what the fuck's a
Yeah,
mix?
in the past we've more multi-track stuff in terms. I mean, this is still multi-tracked, but you know, Joe does the drums on his own. Charlie then puts the bass in on his own. Josh puts the guitar.
It's all the
very
sound.
separate.
All the sound is isolated in rooms, so you can have everyone playing at the same time. But you say Josh's amp is in a soundproof room, so you can turn him up and down as much as you want. Chaz bass in
No
another
bleed,
room.
basically.
No bleed.
That's why you can't do the vocals. You wouldn't necessarily take the vocals live because they're going to pick up everything.
You ain't got as much control.
in
But
the
this
room.
album we've done live. The basic core rhythm track, the bass, drums, and guitar have been live.
Yeah.
So we don't have as much control over each individual instrument when they've been playing
With
together.
that sacrifice comes a better.
Great
A vibe, you would say,
Yeah,
an
100%.
attitude, an energy.
Also, you get it done a fucking hell of a lot quicker because
Yeah.
Yeah.
hit record, good take, you've done half of it. It's
So
just
mix,
overdubs,
like
isn't it?
okay, basic terms. Mix is the level of every instrument.
Yeah, exactly.
Processing.
Leveled and there's effects on
EQing,
each thing.
yeah,
There's reverbs. There's all these things.
Because if you imagine if you're listening to a song like the hi hats, and then also it's not generic. Do you know what I mean? You don't get the levels, and that's the levels for the album. Every song's different. Do you know what I mean? You want certain guitar parts turned up at certain parts, and you want certain drum parts turned up at certain parts, and vice versa. So basically, a monitor mix is a rough mix
From
of
that
what
day
you've done
in the
studio.
studio.
In the studio, that's a monitor mix.
And they don't spend a lot of time on it, and it's just like a rough level from Chris who's the engineer, and James, they'll talk together and do the monitor mix. But the people have jobs as mixers, like in the industry, like
David
professional mixers, where in steps David Wrench, who mixed our first 2 albums, and he's mixing this one as well. So then you then send all the they're called stems, each track from the song, so the drums,
Every
the
layer.
bass, every layer.
Well, okay, come on.
Yeah, every layer of the onion, let's say, goes to David Wrench,
And gets beautifully cooked.
and then he then does his mix, which that's his job.
Yeah.
You pay him for the service, and he's a specialist, let's say,
Yeah.
in mixing. So then you get the mixers back. Sometimes you might nail it in one go, and you go, I have no notes for this.
What was that? Gary. It was Gary.
Gary was that. Big Star was pretty much like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Ready to go.
what can I say? Was like that first mix.
Have you noticed them
What's
as
that?
track titles?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
So I missed that. What?
No, and then but sometimes you'll have notes and be like, oh, the vibe's not quite right on the drums on that song, or the hi-hat's too loud, the snare's too loud. So then you go back and over email.
They make edits.
Yeah, but then it becomes, you can imagine you've listened to this song so many
70
times now
yeah.
before it gets to the fans.
Sometimes, yeah.
it turns you off the songs, if
Yeah.
we're being brutally honest.
I think
that
we've
can
become a
happen.
bit more.
I think, but
bit more chilled with it all.
I see. I do get that, but then I also see it as weirdly. I see it as 2 different things. Anyway, when you start playing it live, I think the songs become their own thing again.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like you listen to it and you listen to it on record, and then sometimes when you play it live, a good example is Oh No. I think for us,
Yeah.
Oh No, I Think We Love was never a single, but live it goes off, and it's like
Love playing
it's
that too.
almost like a single. I think the vibe it gets from it, like for an album track anyway. Do you know what I mean? And it's so fun to
I suppose
play live.
it's live where they become their own. Like you said, weirdly, like you don't really, you never listen to your own
No.
music unless it comes on the radio. So like the weird thing is, you spend all this time, like we've been doing now. We've done the mixers, and after this, once the album's out, probably won't listen to it again.
No.
No.
It's weird.
it's good to care though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
100%.
But then you
need
care
to-
too much
because you need
sometimes.
to. Yeah,
Well, I think
I can drive
you
you
need
mad,
it to be the
can't I?
best
I think
representation.
the reality is, I think as like an artist, I don't really think. I mean, have you ever? Could you really think about a tune that we've released that you've been 100% happy with?
Yeah,
Could you actually?
yeah.
There's not
Your
any,
girlfriend.
There's not any little bit you change.
No, I could
Your
name a
girlfriend's
few.
bang on, innit?
I could name a few. Charlemagne's
real
fucking
life
bang on.
Oh,
See,
mate, that
always-
fucking radio
I
mix
always
of
think there's
Charlemagne.
little things I'd like to tweak.
The
and
only the
stuff
odd
like
few. There's some that I would tweet, but some I just think are bang on the way they are.
that. It's interesting. Well, again, that's the other thing. It's fucking. That's the other
But
thing that's hard.
I'm
innit?
never
'Cause
happy. I'm never happy across the board.
Yeah.
That would be the one. There might be moments where you think you've actually
Nailed
got
it.
perfection in your eyes.
Big Star for me is fucking unreal.
I think when
See,
you
I've already picked it apart.
Yeah, you
man.
see, I that for me. I'm like, but that's
Oh,
a
you
big-
wouldn't change anything
No,
about that one.
I think
yeah.
it's fucking amazing.
The
But
thing-
I get it. That's what's mad about it. It's
It's
opinion
taste.
and taste. Yeah, like.
well,
do you know what I mean? It's-
going from taste, your taste does change years later.
Yeah,
and I've
100%.
listened back onto songs which I didn't
Yeah, which you
particularly
hated, yeah,
Yeah,
and
now
now
I'm
you
like,
love.
wow, I can respect it for what it is
Yeah, yeah.
a bit later. And everyone's got different tastes.
So,
So,
I thought that was just
Yeah,
interesting.
so the
to talk
mixers
about.
have come through. We're signing them off, and then after mixing, it gets mastered,
Yeah,
which
which is another
basically
thing.
just makes everything just rounded off and consistent within itself.
It's a
and
bit of a
to
dark
sound-
art, innit,
It's
mastering?
also mastering to make it sound as good as possible
Cohesive.
off anything off
It's
your
about
phone.
the platforms,
There's a lot more
and the
like
formats.
science behind it.
Consistency as well in volume. Is that right, Miles?
Well, the loudness war is an interesting one. That's making a comeback because you can actually make shit louder than
Yeah.
it needs to be. So Oasis with Supersonic, they had that. What's that loud box? at the
Definitely maybe.
Yeah, definitely
the whole
maybe. Yeah,
album was
they
the
made their album like fucking 6 dB louder or something, pulling
That
them
was so
thinner.
when it came on like a
Came on,
jukebox in a
well,
pub
came
and
on the
stuff.
radio. It was
Yeah,
the loudest.
It was the
but
loudest thing.
It's moved on a bit, and there's more technology to make it louder than that. But I don't particularly understand if that's
Yeah,
what
no,
that is. But
mastering's
basically, mastering, yeah, it makes it consistent to others. So like, say if your song comes on against another song on the radio, it's sounds big. So that's
It's everything
that.
in the same world, doesn't
And then
it?
once it's mastered, it goes to pressing of the vinyl, or it goes to
which
CD.
these days takes a while. You
Like
could have
massive-
released a tune
There's a
about
resurgence.
10
isn't there?
years ago. You could have released your fucking album the week before and it sound, but you know what I mean.
No, it's a big thing.
All
And
lead
we've got
times.
to do like we've got the album cover done,
Yep.
but we need to do like the back of the album cover. We need to do the insert. We need to do what's going to be inside the thing.
We need
like,
to do that fucking spec
credits.
sheet today. Actually,
Yeah, there's
We
a
need
lot
that
we
by
need to do.
tomorrow.
To be fair,
Yeah,
let's
no.
do some fan questions, and also
Well,
the label are coming down for a meeting to talk about ideas for the album as well. No.
Sandra Miles.
This is the fan bit. This is the fan bit.
Miles, there's a question from someone called Sandra. If you had a look on the
Sandra.
yeah,
Sandra.
second.
Hi guys. I've been forwarding several to you from this wrong email address, so you are correct. Tell Miles you can't hear the lyrics Pubcast on the jingle. What am I reading?
Someone
It always gets there in the end.
I said
Wasn't sure if you were getting them, so stopped. Cheers, son. What's your question?
the question is. I said to you last time that some people I think are sending questions to the wrong email address. I think they're sending them to Blossom's podcast.
Is that my fault?
I also think the jingle isn't clear.
I mean,
It says it.
And Sandra,
it
look,
says
Sandra's evidence. That's all. I'm
Well,
just saying.
I think that I say it at blossomspodcast@gmail.com. It says it on the description. I think the pubcast and podcast thing, I think, is where we're going wrong here.
Yeah, I think
that's what it is.
Yeah. You're taking blame off your jingle. That was good. That was quite a politician of you there. You've really wavered that. Really moved on. You can't hear it though. When you first heard it, you were like, "Where does it say it?"
But
I'm not here to critique.
we probably mention it more now because of that.
So now more people should be emailing in to
I was going to
blossomspodcast at
just
gmail.com.
hit all of them. So yeah, well, sorry about that, Sandra. But nice of you to come and to email him. You can email him more.
got one
now.
here from James Hogg. It says, "Hi guys, had a bit of family shit going on recently, and I'm sitting here winding down on a Sunday night watching your Kendall calling gig. My two questions are,
Right. It's all right.
My questions are, first of all, what's the most rock and roll thing you guys have ever done, and who's the biggest diva in the band? All the best, James. Right, what's the most rock and roll thing we've done? You pushed your keyboards over at Leeds Festival. That was quite funny.
That was
I
more-
gently placed my guitar on the floor.
You kicked over my drum kit.
Yeah, that's probably it, I would say.
So
We did the old school.
really quick, Leeds Festival, we'd all been to it basically as like kids. And I think when we were playing it in the early days when we first
It was a
played
10
it,
one at that.
it was
Yeah,
a 10. It was
2015.
pretty full, I'd say. It
Yeah,
was a
that
good vibe.
People started like,
Singing
singing
Blow.
Blow.
People were
with
going
Buzz.
sick, and in my head, I was like, "Yeah, fucking hell! I used to be in the crowd, and I'm here doing it way." And I got a bit excited. I was pissed. I just kicked my keyboard on the floor. You started smashing some.
I kicked the drums over.
You were smashing all the mics were getting broken, and then you said something quite a dickheady, which was funny.
What?
You did.
Invoices are sweet.
Oh,
Yeah.
did I?
Yeah.
What?
Walked off the other there. I'm actually. You went invoice me.
Oh, did I?
Damn.
Yeah, but you're 19, aren't you? So it
Wow,
happens.
I didn't know I said that. Well, I mean, I
Maybe that
apologise.
answers the next question.
That's dick-
That comment.
Whoa!
We've all done some
No,
knobheady
I
things.
think another rock and roll thing was when we had a gig and then we flew into Paris for Paris Fashion Week with Paul Smith.
Yeah. Do you know what
That
that,
was kinda
probably
cool.
is?
That
is-
felt like rock and roll.
I mean,
stuff.
but that's not sorting the washing out, is it?
No, that's what I mean. Like it's
what it
weird.
comes to.
Our jobs do that though, don't they? Where like sometimes
Contrapuntal.
you're sorting
Yeah,
washing
yeah.
out, and the next thing, do you know what I mean? You're doing shit like that, and you're like, what the fuck?
I feel like there's more of these.
Yeah, me and you were on Sky Sports News in shades in a box yesterday. And then
then I was sorting washing out this
snapped
morning.
back to. Do you know what?
back to reality.
Again, back to the washing thing. I was hanging out the washing in the front bedroom, like the window at the front of the house, and I was like, because we've had like other stuff in the room, so I had to do it in like the window bit.
Yeah.
And I was hanging out like boxes and shit, and then a young couple walked past, and obviously some people know where I live, so they were like looking up and saw me, and were like doing like a stare off thing, like, is that him? Is that not him? And I had like boxes in my hands and shit, like hanging them out. I was like,
Oh.
and then they were laughing, and then I was laughing. I was like, yeah.
That's cozy though,
Yeah.
innit?
It is.
That's cozy. I like that.
But
Josh, what's your most rock and roll thing you've done?
Jesus.
unicycle riding, man.
I'd say Chaz has probably done some rock and roll things.
We've all had our little moments.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a cool rock and roll kind of
No,
guy.
I don't think. I don't think
We're
Face
quite
it.
light,
it's
aren't
not.
we,
It's
as a
not
band?
individual, is it?
We're quite
it's
light.
together. I think flying into Paris like that felt like.
Flying into Paris
And also,
for
do you know
London,
what?
for Paris
Flying-
Fashion Week.
flying
was good.
to like Tokyo for like a night to film a music video and shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Halfway through tours and stuff. It's all stuff like it's stuff where you're like on the go and things like that. I think like
Diva.
feels
Have we covered that?
diva. No, I don't think anyone's really
Well,
a diva.
you know what? This is
No
quite
one's
rock and
really-
roll. I got a comment because I was looking for material for this. So this is quite rock and roll. It says, if Josh sits like that for long enough, which is in that portraits that we did, and I'm sat upside down, aren't I? If Josh sits like that for long enough, he might actually get some colour in his cheeks for once. Black Sabbath, they were all pale. Rock and roll.
Yeah. That's fucking class.
So maybe I will keep sitting like that.
Yeah.
Go on, sit like that now. Be funny.
I've got a bad back.
But no, I think... I would really, we're not divas. I think we if one of us gets to it, we all kick each other into shape. There was one moment where you was like, I'm not going out taking photos.
Is that what you call me, Justin Bieber?
And we were like, fucking come on.
No, you called me Justin Bieber for 3 years after that, which was fine.
For 3 years.
I was in Glasgow. I was feeling a bit. Do you know what? I was feeling a bit socially anxious.
Yeah, I know.
It can be a bit much sometimes.
And I was like,
do you know what I mean? It's one of them.
And I called you Justin Bieber.
I don't even know. Was that what? Did he go through a phase of doing that?
Who, me?
No, Justin Bieber.
I just know. It's just something that you presume
they have to do,
or wrongly.
So sorry, but we're all right.
No. Sometimes you don't want to go out, do you? I suppose it's different. But I'm a very big advocate of you should just go out and
we
always do.
But I think Miles was actually just a bit socially anxious that day, and he was a bit like,
and then you took the piss out of my.
You were like, you've got to fucking go out. You can't leave people waiting, which is right. But you were like okay, let me get my shit together. But then you were like, fucking, you think you are Justin Bieber?
So basically, you're a bully, and I was vulnerable in that moment.
Or I'd say you were wrong, and you should have gone and seen your fans. Who the fuck do you think you are? Justin
You've
Bieber?
been listening to a Blossom's podcast.
Blossom's HR. She got HR involved, man.
But no, I don't think anyone's really a diva. And I think that was one example that sprung to mind where you might do something and you go, just fucking get over it. Do you know what I mean?
He's only said that because I said about the invoice. That's why that's happened.
No,
isn't
but they sort of like stuff like that. Like
everyone's
I said, that's diva. That's diva thing saying. But one of you stop like, don't fucking say shit like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like everyone does go for a moment where you just chill out a bit. Do you know what I mean? It's not that bad. Like I say, I think because we're close mates, unless collectively we're fucking massive divas.
Have we ever, not naming names, have we ever witnessed any diva things?
Yes.
Oh, aye.
Okay.
Over the years you have, haven't you? Yeah. Festivals, blah, blah, blah.
You know, because I'm just wondering if the whole diva lifestyle thing's like kind of chilled out a bit. Like,
it's weird doing it because then there's some things where you could come across as being a diva, but if that is sort of affecting the show or you doing what you've got to do, then
these levels, isn't there?
Do you know what I mean? Like it's like for example, I'm just trying to think. I'm just going to make some up. Say if fucking I don't know, a drum stool I've got's wrong, and it's really uncomfortable, and I kick off about it because I can't play drums.
I think good
properly.
Manners go a long way.
Yeah,
maybe that's half of it. Because you can still have a problem. It's how you deal with something.
Yeah, I think
if you deal with something respectfully, then you're all right.
Fine, yeah, because I've done like
you can have issues and like problems that you overcome, and then
I've done half a tour before with like one in here.
It's like if you stormed off and was like, right, I'm not doing it. That's being a bit of a diva, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have witnessed some diva things. Right, let's move on before we spill the tea.
Go on,
as
do you
say.
want to do one more? Oh.
Last one now.
I'll do the last one on the page from Mark Lever. Okay. Hi guys, I'm an avid listener of the Pubcast, and me and my son Adam, brackets both City fans, Blue Moon, saw you live at the O2 in Birmingham, brackets brilliant show, close brackets. We are both off to New York in August, open brackets, with my wife and other son Toby, close brackets. As part of Adam's 21st birthday celebrations, and being lovers of pizza, we were hoping you could let us know which is your favourite place in the Big Orange.
This is why I picked this. I picked this really.
Sorry, the Big Apple. Keep on rocking. I will, and look forward to hearing the new album. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have
this is for you.
The recommendation. I think you should go to a place like no other.
Oh, it's unreal.
It's called Vezzo Thin Crust Pizza.
Hell yeah.
It's so
and
good, Vezzo.
It's absolutely delicious. You won't be disappointed.
No.
You know what though? Just to throw in, if you want to try thin, but you want to try somewhere with a thick crust, Prince Street.
Pies.
That one's good. Yeah,
Pies.
we went there.
Yeah. Well, we got it comes in a square thing.
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, Vezzo Thin Crust Pizza's in Midtown, and obviously it's thin crust, but it's delicious.
Can I just say,
great vibe inside? You know what I mean? Stella on draft. They play like indie tunes.
Don't they have a few shops?
Yeah, they do.
Vezzo.
They have some other ones called like Gruppo, and they've got like 5 across New York.
Yeah. So just in case you can't get in Vezzo, you can
go Vezzo because that's the one.
That's the OG.
we say.
Yeah.
Make the reservations now.
Yeah.
When Weensfield last went to New York, I think I ate that every day.
I don't think you can reserve. You just have to
Vezzo's.
Oh.
And then Prince Street in the Lower East Side, which we went when we were all down there. But yeah, Vezo's the one, man.
Right.
You got to go there.
Let's do one more question. And
Well,
go.
no,
Go on, Tom.
someone's here.
Sorry, just read that last one. Go on.
Go on.
What last one?
The first one there.
It's fucking
Somebody's
massive.
coming over.
Let me see if anyone's outside.
Yeah, go on. Tom can read it. Go on.
Let's sign off. Go on.
From Bonnie and Sophia. Or Safia. Hi, our names are Bonnie and Safia and we're from Dublin. We're huge fans of your music and love the podcast too. We're coming over for your gig in Withenshaw Park in August and so excited. We're planning to visit Stockport while we're there and want to get a pic next to the Home of Blossom sign, but couldn't remember if it's still there or not because we know it's been stolen. It's both back. There's two signs. There's one at Portwood roundabout
There is.
near Tesco and there's one near McVitie's in Levenshulme.
That's well done, Tom. On the
Thank
A6.
you. Wondering if you could let us know. Just did. Also, wondering if you have any suggestions of nice places to stay while we're there. We will definitely be popping into Bohemian Arts Club for a little drink or two. By the way, we thought we should let you know a couple of weeks ago you butchered Barry Keogh's name on the pod. See you in August.
Could probably butcher.
Did I butcher it again then?
I don't know.
I thought it was Keogh.
Don't get me to read it.
Keoghan.
Keoghan.
Keoghan, actually, it probably is.
Right.
We fucking butchered it.
Sorry, I
regardless.
probably butchered it again.
Where's nice to stay in Stockport?
I'd stay in Manchester and travel into Stockport.
Yep.
Oh, do you know what? If you want the full Blossoms experience, stay at the Armour Lodge Hotel.
Do you know what? A lot
That's
of
where
people have
us three
started.
used to
A
work.
lot of people started doing that, travelling from Manchester to Stockport for a night out.
Yeah.
That says a lot
If you
about-
want like cheap and cheerful, you've got the Holiday Inn at the station, which is
That's-
alright.
It's a nice new hotel. Well close to-
Travelodge, our mate
Travelodge.
stayed there. That's in Stockport.
Yes,
That's alright.
Travelodge sound,
So
yeah.
I'd say Holiday Inn or Travelodge or
The-
the Armour Lodge,
The
where
Armour
we
Lodge is
used to
the
work.
full Blossoms
It's
experience.
the full Blossoms experience.
That's where us three worked for a
Red
while.
Brawl. That's still going, isn't
Wow,
it?
yeah.
Fuck.
Armour Lodge Hotel is where me, Joe, and Miles used to work.
What's the best hotel in Stockport?
I don't know.
It's
I
the
don't have
one.
a clue.
There isn't a nice one.
There's nice Airbnbs and stuff, isn't there? But
Yeah.
yeah, I
Um,
reckon.
And then food, I would go to
Yellowhammer.
Yellowhammer, which is
Ooh.
across the road from my bar,
Yeah.
the Bohemian Arts
At
Club.
Avola.
if you
At Avola New Mills, that's you're venturing out 25 minutes to get there though.
Yeah, but it's
though.
worth it.
It's worth it.
If they're already in
easy to get to,
Stockport.
easy to get to on the train. Same train
Tawny
line.
stores in Marple, go there.
Port
Yeah.
Green Marple.
Mekong Cat, people like
Mekong
staying on the
Cat's
Stockport
great,
line.
yeah,
innit?
yeah, yeah.
Really
All around
good.
the marketplace is nice, go there. But get your coffee from Yellowhammer.
Yeah.
Get a nice bit of lunch from Yellowhammer. And if,
Go to Top of the Town Vintage
Top of the
shop,
Town Vintage
get
for
yourself
your
a
store.
Get yourself a frock for the gig.
Fuck. Fucking hell.
Yeah,
Frock off.
if you're vegan, there's a vegan cakery next to the bar.
The vegan cake is unreal as well.
It's
very
really good.
Hillgate
Lots
Cakery.
of,
Do you know what?
little
Just
ingredients.
explore Stockport.
Yeah,
It's
the
good.
underbanks
Get down
and
there,
the
yeah.
old town is lovely. So
Like cinema's
Market
alright.
Hall.
Fancy a bit of a cinema
That's
and
the
all.
one.
Do you know what I mean? Bit of popcorn.
right, thank
Do you know
you.
what? Thanks for coming
Karaoke.
over. We'll leave you with Josh's final words of goodbye.
You've been listening to a Blossoms podcast. It's one of the nice little chat that we all have. You just can fade the shit out. Fuck off. Live from Blossoms HQ.